Welcome back to A View to a Grill. I'm Johnny. I'm going to tell you some things that I like and dislike about the cast iron Crayort grill grate, the stainless steel Killa Grilla grill grate, and the cast aluminum GrillGrate grill grate. If you are interested in a shorter video where I just give you a quick look at all three of these grill grates, check out the link above. Otherwise, let's get started. The first set of grill grates we're going to look at will be the Crayort cast iron grill grates. It comes in 4 sections. Each one of these are removable. I'll just take one off so we can get a closer look at the seating. Now that we have that removed, here you can see where grease and just gunk gets accumulated on the tabs where the grill grates sit. Now you will occasionally have to clean this out because I have seen grease fires started if you let too much of this build up. I probably clean this about every 5 to 7 uses. One of the drawbacks about having the Crayort cast iron grill grates is it requires a lot of use or maintenance, or both. I use these grill grates 2 or 3 times a week. I get a lot of use out of mine, and I don't normally have a rusting issue. But sometimes the pit gets really hot and you burn off the seasoning that you have. And if you don't re-season what you burn off, then you can get a rusting problem. And I have just a touch of rust right here. Now, if you notice on the surface, it doesn't look that bad. But once we get close up, you can see that it creates these pits and the rust is pretty bad. Now, to clean the surface rust, I do have one of these grill bricks. This is just a soft stone that you can use to sand off or rub off the rust that might accumulate on your cast iron grill grate. Once you have it cleaned, all you have to do is spray it with a little bit of oil and re-season that portion of your grill grate. You don't have to re-season the entire cast iron grill grate, just the portion that got a little bit of rust on it. Now the cast iron grill grate is made well. All of the individual grates fit in perfectly. There really is no wiggle room for the grates to move once they're seated where they're supposed to be. And the entire grill grate fits in the Weber kettle perfectly. There's just a tiny little gap between the grill grate and the Weber kettle. The grill grates themselves hold a very nice seasoning. In this shot, you can see that the surface is smooth and flat. As far as the thickness of the grate, it's about 1/4 of an inch, and they're spaced less than an inch apart. And I like that because when you do the little cross grilling pattern on them, it makes the grill marks just a little bit closer. And I think that's nicer for presentation. We'll get this flipped over, and on the back side you can see where a lot of grease and just gunk has accumulated. But I'm really not worried about what it looks like underneath the grill grate because number one, this adds protection. So it keeps it from rusting from the bottom side up, but it doesn't prevent all the rust. Where I keep these over my slow and sear, nothing accumulates there, and there is actually rust on the underside of the cast iron grill grate. We'll get this all put back together. Now let me show you how well this moves. Using my favorite grill accessory, I can simply place this in between the grill grates and kind of push and slide it along. There's nothing under the grill grate to cause it to snag on the tabs that hold up the grates. Now on the Crayort website, you do have the option to buy this little lift thing, but it's a waste of money. Instead, go to Amazon and get one of these. I believe it costs less than this lift tool, like $9 maybe the last time I checked, but these are a lot better, and you can use them for more things while you're grilling than this. Don't buy this. Now that we've taken a close look at the Crayort cast iron grill grates, let's switch it up and go take a look at the Killa Grilla stainless steel grill grates. Now on the Killa Grilla website, they have grates that come in all different configurations and sizes. I chose the Killa Grilla grill grates for the 22-inch Weber kettle to be used with a slow and sear. Now the charcoal door on the grill grates has these little knuckle hinges on the top side of the grill grates. There is a little bit of play in the hinges, but nothing to be concerned about. Now let's get a close look at the welds. Everything seems solid and well put together. Now if you like to spin your grates, there is an issue with the bottom of the handle. When you try to spin your grate, it does catch on the tabs on the inside of the Weber kettle. So you can't spin these grates. Now, getting a real up close look on how each individual grate is attached, I'm real curious to know what this type of welding is called, because there are no beads. It's like the metal is just kind of stuck together. And I don't know what that's called. If you know what that's called, let me know in the comments below. Now, if you count from left to right, there are 25 individual grill grates. That first one doesn't touch your food. It's really just a support for the door hinge thing. Now, each individual grate is a 1/4 inch thick, but that doesn't mean you get a 1/4 inch of cooking surface because they're round. And measuring from the outside of each one of the grill grates, they are 1 inch apart. Now, once you get the Killa Grilla grill grates inside of the Weber kettle, there is a little bit of play, but it's about the same as the standard Weber grill grates. Now, if you bought the Killa grill grates that fit your slow and sear, if you look at it straight from the top, you can see that the hinge actually falls in the middle of the water reservoir of the slow and sear. Now, as we take a closer look with the door open and we go all the way down, it's not so bad. You can still grab the water reservoir with no problem. Take it out, put it back in, not an issue. Now that we've seen the Killa Grilla grill grates, let's take a closer look at the GrillGrate grill grates. I bought the full set of grill grates for the 22-inch Weber kettle. All 3 panels just kind of fit together. They have these channels that you just slide one inside the other. Once you have them attached, you'll notice that they do not lock. All 3 panels move independent of each other. You can move the 2 side panels back and forth if you want, or you can just move the inside panel back and forth if you want, because I would like them all just to stay where I put them. Also, if you needed to pick them up and move them for any reason, if you pick them up too high, they all come apart. Now, you may not think you'll ever need to do that, but it does happen. Now, looking inside the channels where they do fit together, you will get residue buildup, and in between each one of the grill grates, you'll also get some residue buildup. That's fairly hard to clean. Now, the residue in between them doesn't really bother me because your food never touches that. But some people like to keep their stuff immaculate, and if you're one of those people, this could be a problem for you. Now let's take a close look at the cooking surface of each individual grill grates. Getting this close, you can see that they're actually really smooth, maybe even smoother than the Craycort cast iron grill grates. Now looking at the back side, where you can do smash burgers and put a sear on your meat if you want to, I could probably do a better job at seasoning these, but they're not bad. I did a video on smash burgers not too long ago, and you'll be surprised, as I was, that the holes, they don't keep you from doing smash burgers. I thought that the meat would go through the hole, but it really doesn't. If you have the full set of GrillGrate grill grates for your 22-inch Weber kettle like I do, there are 15 individual grates to cook on. Now, each individual grate is less than 1/4 of an inch. Now here's one other thing that kind of bothers me about the GrillGrate grill grate. If you measure from the outside of the 2 individual grates where the joint is, you'll see that it's 1.26 inches from outside edge to outside edge. But if you measure from the outside edge to outside edge of 2 of the fixed grill grates, you'll see that the distance is 1.17 inches. Now that may not seem like a big deal, but if you're going for nice, even grill marks, you could have some that are spaced further apart than others. GrillGrate Grillgrates are meant to be placed on top of whatever grill grates you have. Now they fit perfectly in between those two little knuckle hinges, and there's a little bit of play, but not much. Now if you want to place these perpendicular to the grill grates on the Weber kettle, at least for the Killa Grilla grill grates, you won't be able to do that because they do not fit in between the handle. Now if you're going to be using the flat side of the grill grates, you don't want to run the grill grates with whatever grill grate you have them on, because they will kind of fall in between each other and make your base unstable. To prevent this, all you have to do is turn your bottom grill grates just a little bit and then place your grill grates on top of that. You'll see that your base is just a little bit more stable, and you can do things like your smash burgers or getting that full sear on your protein. Now when I put the two end pieces together, they will go in between the two handles. Now getting back to how they move individually from each other, if I'm using my towel to wipe off the grill grates, you'll see them move independently of each other. Not so much if I'm using the flat side of my scraper, but I'd kind of like them all to just snap together and stay in place. GrillGrate also has this one-piece half moon option for the 22-inch Weber kettle. If I had it to do again, I would order this one over the 3-piece option. Just having the one solid piece over the 3 pieces just seems like a better option for the way I cook. Also, when you do order the GrillGrate Grillgrates, they come with this specialized spatula that is part of the deal. Now for some of you, this may be important. The grill grates are made in the USA, and the Killa Grilla grill grates are also made in the USA. Now over at the Craycort cast iron website, I could not find anything on their website that said where they were made, so I'm not sure if they were made in the USA or in someplace else. Let me know what you think about all 3 of these grill grates in the comments below, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Take care, y'all.